Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Serena Williams' former coach explains why Coco Gauff is at a career crossroads ahead of the US Open. Coco Gauff's summer has not gone to plan since capturing her second Grand Slam title. After clinching the French Open title in June, Gauff has struggled for form on the WTA Tour, losing to players ranked much lower than herself. Gauff was stunned in straight sets by Diana Yastremska in the Wimbledon first round before being knocked out of the Canadian Open by 18-year-old Victoria Mboko. At the Cincinnati Open, Gauff was defeated by 2024 Wimbledon finalist Jasmine Paolini in the quarterfinals. One notable figure, who has coached Maria Sharapova, has weighed in on Gauff's recent struggles. Rick Matchy says Coco Gauff is at a career crossroads with her second serve and forehand. Legendary tennis coach Rick Matchy has a wealth of knowledge to share after years of coaching some of tennis' most high-profile figures. The 70-year-old coached Serena and Venus Williams while they were growing up in Compton, California. Since then, Matchy has also worked with Maria Sharapova, Jennifer Capriati, and Andy Roddick. Matchy, a regular contributor to Tennis Discourse, has discussed Gauff's career crossroads ahead of the US Open, suggesting she needs a science-based plan to fix her second serve and forehand. On X Twitter, Matchy said, "Coco will be okay as she fights and knows how to play. But to ever breathe rare air, she has to address the alarming red flare. She is at a career crossroads with the second serve and forehand but needs a science-based plan. This will not magically go away and bubbles up more under extreme pressure that particular day." Coco Gauff's second serve struggles. When comparing Coco Gauff's serve to her rivals, it is evident she has a major issue. Over her last 5 matches, Gauff has averaged a whopping 9.2 double faults per match. Elena Rybakina is second on the list, averaging 4.2 double faults over the same period. Gauff also has the lowest winning percentage on second serve points over her last 5 matches. She has won 48.5% of her second serve points. Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Jessica Pegula, and Elena Rybakina have all averaged over 50% in this category across their last 5 matches. The American must correct this issue ahead of the US Open, or she may continue to struggle. At the crossroads, Coco Gauff's moment of reckoning. The air is thick with potential. As the US Open looms on the horizon, Coco Gauff finds herself standing at a crossroads. One signpost points toward greatness, another toward peril. The words of Serena Williams' former coach, Rick Matchy, echo in the corridors of Tennis Discourse. It's not her willpower, but her serve and forehand that may define her journey forward. Unveiling the red flags. From the vantage point of Matchy's critical eye, formed while shaping fabled careers such as Serena and Venus Williams, Coco's challenges are more than mere growing pains. They're structural. She's at a career crossroads with the second serve and forehand, but needs a science-based plan. Matchy posted on X on August 17, 2025, warning that these issues will not magically go away and bubbles up more under extreme pressure. Tennis Head. The urgency is palpable. The numbers tell a stark story. Over her last 5 matches, Gauff has averaged a staggering 9.2 double faults per match, the highest on tour, with just a 48.5% win rate on second serve points, trailing behind every top rival. Tennis Head. In short, the weakest link is clear and costly. The anatomy of a breakdown. Matchy's diagnosis is surgical. He sees a disconnect. Her wide serve to the deuce court is one of the best in the world, but she leads the WTA Tour in double faults. Essentially sports. Sports tech. The tension between power and precision has left her vulnerable. Yet Matchy isn't sounding the retreat. He's prescribing a path forward. He believes the second serve can be rewired easily, even in less than a week, and transformed into a weapon, while her first serve could someday reach 130 miles per hour with tweaks. PFSN. Sports Tech. It's more than wishful thinking. It's a roadmap. Technical struggles on display. Echoing Matchy's critique, former Williams doubles star and coach, Rennie Stubbs, has pinpointed a chronic weakness. Gauff's forehand and service mechanics collapse under pressure, especially outdoors. TalkSport. Tennis 365. Tennis.com. She notes that indoor success, where conditions are controlled, has shielded these issues. Once wind and variables enter, the flaws surface. At Indian Wells, Gauff tallied 21 double faults and 74 unforced errors, a clear flashpoint. Tennis 365. M Sports. Stubbs is blunt. It is going to be a work in progress with a serve and her forehand for the rest of her career. And when she loses, that is why she is going to lose. Tennis 365. Mental resilience amid the cracks. But it's not all gloom. In Montreal, Gauff still found ways to persevere amid chaos, surviving a match riddled with 23 double faults. PFSN. Matchy praised her mental strength. Mentally, she is beyond elite. Her movement is a bullet, the best athlete in the sport. PFSN. This striking balance, mental toughness paired with erratic technical execution, creates both a foundation and a fault line. At this crossroads, the choice is ahead. Matchy's challenge is simple yet potent. Embrace science-based refinement, not just brute force. In his words, without addressing these red flags, it's a high-wire act in pressure moments. Tennis Head. Essentially sports. Gauff's camp has already taken steps. Her current coach, Matt Daly, has specifically targeted her serve and forehand, adjusting her racket grip toward an Eastern backhand style to build stability. Wikipedia. But as the pressure now shifts to the U.S. Open, the American home stage, the drift between potential and performance tightens. A creative vision of the next chapter. Imagine Gauff standing in the quiet of an empty Arthur Ashe Stadium, shadows stretching across the lines. In her hand, a racket repolished not just for power, but for purpose. She's implemented a science-based plan, biomechanical adjustments, disciplined motion patterns, pressure simulating drills. Slowly, the second serve becomes reliable, her forehand a consistent weapon. Step forward a week. Now at the Open, there's a visible transformation. The serve no longer betrays her at crunch moments. There are fewer double faults, steadier rhythm, deeper placement. Her forehand, still preternaturally quick, now finds depth more often than error. Her movement, still explosive, now surges forward with purpose. She isn't just reacting, she's dictating. Her confidence, born from successful recalibration, propels her through tight sets. The streets of New York begin to notice. A Gauff rebound story is unfolding. Final thoughts. Coco Gauff's career stands at a consequential hinge. Without technical correction, pressure amplifies her faults. But with the science-based strategy Matchy recommends, supported by Daly's ongoing adjustments, she can bridge the gap between potential and legacy. If she seizes this pivotal moment, harnessing her mental power and refining her mechanics, she won't just compete at the rarefied air of elite tennis. She may breathe it, own it, and remain there.